I'm going to be introducing you as you walk slowly up to the stage. And Eakle, a few weeks, not long ago now, when the Janus decision came out, Ariana, who is active with her local IBEW 124, which has been a partner with KKFI from the very beginning, but she was so, I can say this, you're pissed off, as she said, about the Janus decision, that when that came out on either a Monday or Tuesday, by that weekend she had a protest going on down at the park with sound equipment. Doing this stuff are as old as I am. So, Ariana.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ariana Eakle. I am an apprentice wireman with IBEW Local 124. That's an electrician. All right. I am also the branch secretary of the Greater Kansas City Industrial Workers of the World. And I am in the process of forming a new group called the KC Labor Radicals. We're going to try to do this country, right? Yeah. The struggle that we're in right now, the struggle between worker and capitalist, has been going on since the adoption of capitalism back in 1834. It hasn't existed forever. It's called class struggle. Before capitalism, it existed in other forms. We are the working class. We have a long history across the world written by an unknown worker way back in 1919. It gives you some understanding that we've been in this struggle for a long time.
We have fed you all for 1,000 years, and you hail us still unfair, though there's never a dollar of all your wealth, but marks the workers dead. We have yielded our best to give you rest, are dead by the forges red, and the factories where we spin. If blood be the price of your cursed wealth, have taken our lives and our husbands and wives, and called it your legal share. But if blood be the price of your lawful wealth, good God, we bought it fair.
Back in the 19-teens, people had already been organizing for decades. People had formed great unions to fight with them and for them, and they had together won safer workplaces, higher wages, fairer promotion practices, and many other things. People were really optimistic about the future, and they had big plans for their long-term goals. This is a song by Joe Hill.
Bill Brown was just a working man like others of his kind. Heard everybody sing no matter where he'd go. It's a long way down to the soup line. It's a long, long way to go. It's a long way down to the soup line. But the soup is thin, I know. They organized a general strike so folks don't have to say it's a long way down to the soup line. It's a long, and I know. Goodbye to good old pork chops. Farewell to beefsteak rare. Workers own the factories now where jobs were once destroyed by big machines that filled the world with hungry unemployed. They all own homes, they're living well, they're happy, free and strong. But billionaires wear overalls and sing this little song. It's a long way down to the soup, and the soup is thin, I know. Goodbye to good old pork chops. Farewell to beefsteak rare. Oh, it's a long, long way down to the soup line, but my soup is there.
Labor is my main focus as an activist, but I strive to be intersectional. I'm going to be in a panel about intersectionality tomorrow called United We Stand. You'll be hearing that word thrown around a lot at this conference. It describes the fact that all of our niche political causes, the environment, women's rights, LGBT rights, labor, the rights of people of color, etc., they don't exist in a vacuum. Our struggles are all interrelated and intertwined with each other, and if we can hope to win these separate struggles, then we must work and put them all together. who aren't should get familiar with Phil Ochs. I reworked this satirical song about liberals to be a satire about America as a whole. To love someone or something is to want the best for them. America, land of my birth, you have a lot of problems right now. So here's some of the things we need to be working on.
Our soldiers go, so love me, love me, love me, I'm American. And since we are speaking of freedom, I'm American. Oh, I love that good old Constitution, especially its freedoms and rights, like the rights to vote and assemble, long as y'all don't block roads or drill sites. But screw all them damn Puerto Ricans, we love our minority voters, especially Latinos and blacks. Aren't you grateful now gays can get married? And will love me, love me, love me, I'm American. Aren't you glad that we gave you health insurance? Just ignore your doctor's complaints. We swear it'll bring down our health costs and lead to health care for all. So don't dream about single payer, then insurance execs might not call. So love me, love me, love me. Workers need to know what they're exposed to in factories, restaurants, and stores. But as for Chelsea Manning and Snowden, those traitors should die for their crimes. So love me, love me, love me, I'm American. Governments should support their people, but American people come first. Yup, our selfish interests are central in a great many conflicts and wars. Now courts ruled corporations are people, probably more than moms working 3 jobs. So love me, love me, love me, I'm American. Oh, the radical things you demand now. You say access to health care is a right, as are schooling and food and water, and a safe place to sleep in at night. But for those things you'd need revolution, and that's going way too effing far. So love me, love me, love me, steeped in corporate hypocrisy. Save us all from that tangerine. I'm American.
Yeah, okay. Actually, Rosina, you are introducing Diana here. So I'm going to kind of go down after. We're going to do song, spoken word, song, spoken word, song, spoken word until we get done. And so, Rosina.